are the striking workers again this morning. They are out in force today. I will blow my horn to offer encouragement. Look at that. There are a lot of them today. I think they're gathering. Come on, folks, get in there. Change lanes. We are a force to be reckoned with. That's right, there are a lot today. Give us a better wage so we can have a better life. That's right. These folks, they work hard. They work hard and they deserve better wages for the work they do. As I mentioned, my wife is a education assistant, and the work that she does and the things she's tells me, it is not an easy job by any means. This morning, I am already heading over to Londonderry Mall. I got to go over to the bank here since I didn't get there yesterday and deposit some money for my car payment from my wife's vehicle. That one is not paid for yet, so here we go. So the bank itself and the mall is not open. The mall is open, but the stores are not until 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. But I always use the bank machine. That's why I like to keep my paper currency, my bills nice and flat, so I can put them into a bank machine if I need to. If they're all crumpled up, they don't work too well. They get jammed up and then you lose your money. So this is how it works. So deposit in my checking account. I know that. And then here's the money. It goes in here. Let me stick it in here. Put the thing. There we go. That's how that works. $1, $2, $300. Confirm. There we go. Return card. Yes, I want a receipt. My card back out. And I get my receipt. Simple as that. Well, good morning and welcome to another video. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I welcome you. And if you're a returning viewer, I welcome you back. Today, as you saw, the striking workers are still out there striking. It's been about 4 weeks now, and I don't think they're any further to getting a good negotiated settlement. So I just hope and pray that that gets resolved soon. My wife is not very happy about the situation either, and neither are the rest of those folks. It's a sad situation. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do to try to earn a decent living. And if it comes down to withholding your services, then that's what you got to do. And then you saw I just deposited some money into one of my banks. I have a couple bank accounts that I use. This one is just used for my wife's car payment. So it's I put 300 in, which is a little bit more than we need. My payment is not 300. It's less than that, so that's good. But it's always good to have a few extra dollars in there. Today we're going to go out and do some deliveries. It's Friday, so hopefully it'll be a relatively easy day. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, and we shall see how the day turns out. Kathy, a longtime supporter and subscriber and friend, donated some money for me to buy coffee. So I will go get a coffee this morning. I don't have any orders guessed yet. So I am just at the bank here at Londonderry Mall, and maybe I'll walk into the mall and see if the food court is open. Because maybe I can get a coffee in there, and then we can head out to greet the day. Because like I always say, it is what it is. Okay, come along, let's go. I'm in the mall now, and I see Tim Hortons is open, but I don't know if I want to get a Tim Hortons just yet. Maybe I'll walk over to the food court and see if it's open and see if there's anything there that looks good. So let's take a walk. The mall is happening this morning. It's only about 8:45. So must be something going on. People walking around. Maybe they're just in here trying to stay warm. One thing I do notice about these malls early in the morning is you've got your mall walkers. So that's folks who get up in the morning and they do their walk. So that's what a lot of these folks are. They're actually getting their exercise in a warm environment, and they don't have to spend money for gym fees to go to a gym and walk the track or walk the treadmill. They just come into the mall, and the mall welcomes them because they do their walks. These are all people who are just walking around in circles, like so, and they get their exercise because all the stores are closed right now, except the food court and Tim Hortons. Yep, the food court's open. People are having their morning meal. A lot of the seniors, they meet here. Not everything is open though. See a few of the places. Subway's closed, KFC is closed, but some of them are open. Booster Juice is not open yet. So yeah, it's quite interesting. This is a little food court here. It's not a bad little mall. It's kind of small. Well, not really small. It's actually kind of nice. I've been coming here for a lot of years. 40 years I've been coming here. So, and then there's one of your entrances over there. I'm on the second floor. And then here's some of your stores. Some of your places. Londonderry Eye Care. I have bought eyeglasses from there before. Here's your escalator. That's the direction I just came from. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Were you a mall rat in the 80s? If you remember my video on that? Yeah, quite the place, quite the journey I've had here over the years. Quite the journey. Well, I just got my first 4 orders have come in, and the first one is really ugly. They want me to go all the way to the freaking south side and then bring it to one Safeway and then bring it back to the Northgate Safeway. So I have to go all the way to Ellerslie Road, which is way south. and then bring it back to the north side. But fortunately, the other ones are all on the north side. So we will hopefully stay on the north side. So I think that's what I'll do, is I'll go to the south side first, get that one, bring it back to the north side, and then hopefully I can stay on the north side. Because nobody wants to be traveling all over the city, especially on a Friday. But gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is. So I'm driving along, the day looks nice. Let's hope it's an indicator of how the whole day will go. Sun shining, the streets are dry. I washed the car yesterday, got new windshield wiper blades. So hopefully it'll be a great day. So come along for the drive, come along for the ride, and we'll chat. Because I imagine you're sitting beside me.
Take exit 400A onto Highway 216 and Anthony Hinde Drive towards 17th Street.
Here we go. There's a big old plant over there. I wouldn't want to work there. No. This is on the way to Sherwood Park. More refineries. Kind of miserable looking working conditions, I would say. I have worked in places like that when I was much younger. This is Suncor. Okay, we're traveling along here. Everything seems to be okay so far. You know, I got to thinking about my videos. It's kind of like I sometimes watch flight attendant videos. There's a lot of flight attendants and even a few airline pilots that have YouTube channels, and they post their day-to-day activities. You know, they some of the flight attendants, you know, showing them putting on their makeup in the morning, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and making their coffee, getting ready for their day, and then they have to go to the airport because sometimes some of them they commute. They might fly out of Boston, but they live in another city 2 hours away, so they have to fly to their city where they fly out of, or they just get up and they have to drive to the airport, and it shows them in the airport getting their Starbucks coffee and packing their suitcases and stuff. Now, it doesn't always show that much on the plane. Sometimes it shows, or sometimes they show some of the things they do.
Kilometers. Take exit 73 onto 50th Street.
Sometimes it shows them at their destinations, and that's okay if it's a tropical destination, going to Mexico or the Caribbean. But quite often it's just going to Dallas, Fort Worth, flying into Chicago, that type of thing. So I was kind of thinking that mine aren't that much different, really. I'm kind of showing you my day-to-day activities. Not as exciting as being a flight attendant or a pilot, but I guess when you boil
to take exit 73 onto 50th Street.
When you boil it all down, it's just me sharing my life with you folks and showing you my day-to-day struggles. So I'm happy you guys come along, and I'm happy you comment and subscribe, and we have conversations. So we'll continue this conversation in a few minutes. Okay, I've reached my destination. Sobeys, way on the south side. it's funny, my GPS took me not to this location, but to the superstore over there. And I go, that doesn't sound right. I don't go to superstore. I never have for prescriptions. So this is where I gotta go, right here. Okay, here we go. Got my little package. So 30 kilometers here and 30 kilometers back to the north gate. Safeway. All that for this little package here. But who knows? It is what it is. Now I'm heading back to the north side. As you can see the sign there, West Edmonton Shore Park area. You got your overpasses and your underpasses.
16 west-west toward Edmonton.
Just showing you some more of the big old tankers over there.
Then keep left to merge onto Trans-Canada Highway 16 west-west. A lane to keep left to merge onto Trans-Canada Highway 6.
Here we go, coming around the corner. Way up ahead is the city center. Way over there. Well, it's kind of cute. I go into the pharmacy and the pharmacist knows my name and my number by heart now. So that was kind of funny. And then I get to this senior's residence and the little old lady comes down the hallway with her walker and she goes, "Oh, hello." Because she knows me and recognizes me now as well. So friendly older lady. So there's good days and bad days. Well, my day is ticking along. I think I've got about 15 orders already. So I've got, I picked up a few and I still have them with me and I have to go drop them off. And I got my coffee. Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate that. Kathy's given me a few dollars a couple times now on my buy me a coffee link in my description on my page. But so thank you so much. So I just came from one building, had the lady's name on it and a phone number. So when I got to her building, I couldn't find her name on the her buzzer. So there was no way to buzz to get in because it was highly secured. So I couldn't find her name. Then I phoned a number, and the number that was on my app said it was not assigned. So I banged on the doors. Nobody was there. So I waited around. I didn't want to call my dispatcher. I don't like doing that. So I kind of waited, and then finally one guy came out, and I got through the first set of doors, but I couldn't get through the second set of doors. But at least I was out of the cold. So I waited around for another 5 minutes, and then finally another guy came out and I got in. So I got up to her floor, the 4th floor, and then thankfully she was home. She wasn't that old, maybe in her 40s. And then I told her, I said, the phone number on here is not correct, and I couldn't find your name on the... She goes, "Oh no, that number's not right, and no, my name's not on there." So I said, "Well, you need to make sure that the pharmacy has your correct number, because I was about to take your medications back to the drugstore." So anyway, what can you do? What can you do? Well, I just picked up a couple more orders here from Walmart. But the one thing about this, one of them is it's way out at the army base, way north of the city. So I gotta make sure I call before I go there, because I hate driving way out there and then the person's not there. So it is what it is. It's been a long day. It's 5:30 p.m. and the sun is starting to go down. What a crazy day it's been. I completed 15 orders, and they were all over the place. Then I had one that went downtown, and I called the person's number, no answer. Called twice actually. It was some fella down at a high rise, and then I got to his building, and I couldn't get in, but finally somebody kind of let me in. I rang the buzzer, no answer. And then finally I kept on trying, and I got into the person's building. Got onto the 14th floor, no answer. So I called my dispatcher, and they said, oh, the pharmacy said to bring it back. So I went from downtown all the way back to the Northgate pharmacy at Safeway, right in during rush hour traffic. So wow, crazy. But it is what it is. This is the life I choose. And then the other thing that happened was I had a couple more orders, and I had to go to a Walmart. And as I was heading to a Walmart in the Clareview area of Edmonton, I saw this woman that was, I don't know if she was homeless or just she looked like she was homeless, but I don't think she was. And she got hit by a car right in front of me. I don't know how this car could not see her, but she went end over end and landed on her hip. And the car kept going, and then it turned around and stopped. It was one of those Jeep, an older Jeep. I don't know what kind of Jeep it was, but anyway, or Ford, whatever it was. So that woman stopped, and she got out and looked, but the woman that got hit just jumped back up again and swore a little bit at the situation, and then kept walking to Walmart. So I ended up going towards her, and I asked her if she was okay. She didn't even answer me. She just kept her head down and kept walking. So she'll be sore tomorrow, though. She bounced off the woman's hood of her vehicle and landed on the hard ground. So always something. And then you get stuck in behind some of these big graders and stuck behind these big snow plows, and especially when you're trying to get things done. But like I say, it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, I hope you folks had a great day. I am going to try to splice some of these different clips together and put a little video together for you. Now tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm going to try to do something a little bit more entertaining. Maybe we'll go do a little shopping or whatever. I do want to do some Uber Eats runs as well, because I didn't get much done last week. But that's how it is when you're trying to hustle to pay the bills. You got to do what it takes to get things done. So anyway, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.